Good evening, basketball fans. We are here tonight, second home game of the year for the Lady West Central Cougars here. This is Aaron Littig, and Denny Vortman will be joining me shortly. Just wanted to hop on real quick and first of all just say how excited I am to be calling some basketball games. Been waiting for this for quite a while now, so super excited. Hope you're all going to enjoy the broadcast tonight and watching this group go. Starting lineups for the Cougars right now, you can see on the floor Mia Sievers, Ellie Wall, Gracie Lashman there, number 10. Number 30, Jackie Lashman, going to be holding it down in the paint there for us tonight. Number 34, Jada Lawson. That's your starting five for the Lady Cougars. Excited for what this season's going to hold for this group of girls. I know probably if you tuned in last night, they spent some time talking about their softball season, but I got to watch a couple of games, and obviously they're good softball players, but what I was more impressed with every time I watch them is just their passion for the game, and they show up ready to play, and a lot of intensity, so anxious to see that coming out on the basketball floor for them this season. This will be a great 8th grade group. Tonight it's just an 8th grade game, and the Cougars get the tip. Denny, welcome in. How we doing on the broadcast? We doing all right over there?
Doing all right. Caught up.
All right.
But we don't have any clocking yet. This has been a continued problem here. The first game, both 7th and 8th grade last night, had to reset everything.
And Kent's shaking his head. You know it's not good when Kent's shaking his head.
He'll have it figured out.
Well, I'll tell you, I came in here one night to do a volleyball game, just set it up, and I had the worst time even trying to get the thing to turn on. I don't know. But
so we're accepting donations. Anybody that
all right. We're not going to make an adjustment to the time. We're just going to start. There's a steal there by Mudd. Kicks it out to Peters. Peters jump shot from the elbow. No good. Rebound by Lawson. Lawson brings it up. We'll set it up. Our Savior's in a 2-3 zone. Wall on the wing. She drives middle. Loses it. Sievers picks it up. Goes baseline. Finds Jackie in the paint. Up and good. Nice drive there by Sievers. With the dish. Press there, going to get a travel. Nice job by Jackie to just be in the right spot at the right time, even though it sounds like Coach Sievers wanted her to be somewhere else.
He's yelling her name, wasn't he?
Yeah.
I got the ball.
I forced a turnover, Coach. That's Wall with it. She drives middle again. Lawson, corner jumper. Air ball there, picked up by Gracie. Wall with the rebound. It goes up and in, 4-0. West Central. West Central full court press here. Over the top. That's Bates with it. She throws it to Wall. Wall now on a fast break, one-on-one. To the hoop, gets bumped a little, takes the contact and finishes off the glass. 6-0 West Central. I forgot we got the scoreboard on here. I don't have to say that all the time.
That's right. We'll need to give them time. So still 4.5 to go in the first quarter. 6-0 West Central.
That's Fox on the drive in the paint, gets to the bucket and gets fouled, so she's going to shoot 2 free throws. Ooh, yeah. I almost forgot about the new rules.
The new rule that's not the new rule?
Yeah, the new rule that's not the new rule. So that's Evan Gregory checking into the game for Jay Lashman. Second free throw's no good. Long rebound there to Mudd. Her jumper goes. 6-2. Sievers brings it up. Our Savior's still in the 2-3 zone. Let's see what kind of adjustments the Cougars make here. They're getting to the lane as they want. Ellie with the pull-up jumper off the glass. Just rattles out. Big rebound there by Roan. Mudd pushes it up, pulls the trigger on a jumper, no good. Crashing the boards there by Fox. Going to get a double dribble there on her spin move.
Yeah, I don't know that she felt like she did it. We talked about this last night. You don't feel like you do it, but you did it. It was a double dribble. On her spin move, she picked the ball up and then put the ball back down on the floor.
Yeah. Overload on this side here. Wall pops up to the top. Ball screen from Lashmet. In the corner to Lawson. Looks at a jumper. Kicks it out. Wall's wide open for a 2. Foot was on the line and gets it to go.
She has 6 of the 8 points for West Central.
I've always been impressed with her since she was a youngster. Just her ball handling skills when she was young was always pretty impressive.
Yeah, it stood out.
A lot of contact over there. Going to get a jump ball. That's just some of that. Before you hopped on, I was talking about this group of girls in softball and their intensity in softball and their willingness to just go after it. And you'll see it here on this press. That's over the top. Lashmet with the steal. Looking for Lawson in the basket. Out of bounds off the Cougars. Brent Rose, if you're out there listening, I heard that I've got some big shoes to fill coming in tonight, being the second guy. So I don't know. Shamrocks break the press there. That's number 15 Bates with the layup.
And there's going to be a 30-second timeout by West Central. 8-4 with 3:01 left to go. With being 30 seconds, we can keep it here.
Yeah, sure.
Shamrock's doing a nice job kind of breaking pressure. They're done it a couple times to us.
I think our aggressiveness with the press ends up with a lot of us on this side of half court. And if you got somebody that can get a pass over the top, might make it a little bit easier.
Well, Brent and I talked about that last night. You were really super aggressive like you talked about, which means you got a lot more ground to cover if they get out over the top on you. And a couple times they've done that already. So if you're going to bring your 2s all the way up, even with your 1 up here on the press, understand 2s, you're going to have to sprint a long way if that ball gets over the top of you.
Well, with this junior high girls program, my daughter went through it as well, but it was Coach Likes then. And, it's always been somewhat predicated on pressuring the basketball, full court press, and make people really, really uncomfortable. And we've done that for years here in the junior high girls program. No difference here under Coach Sievers. Lawson drives middle, kicks it out to Sievers. They're going to reset. Double high stack there. Lawson pops up. Lawson's got to wait on that screen. They're bringing Gregory over to set that screen, and she's going against the grain there. Gregory turns around. Has Lashmet had the pin on the opposite block, just didn't execute the pass.
Yeah, you're right. If you're going to catch it and you're going to make the defense shift, you got to let them shift first so you can get a screen on it. Ball knocked out of bounds. It's going to stay with the Shamrocks. It's such a hard thing to do because man moves a lot quicker. You feel like in zones you almost have to sit and wait for a second, and that kind of works against your thought or what your body wants to do.
Your body just wants to get it and go.
Especially a team like West Central, like you just talked about, super aggressive, super wants to just get after it. And then you sit on offense, you're like, I got to wait a second.
Looks like they're going to flatten it out here, try something a little bit different. Over to Reeder, down to Gregory on the baseline. Gracie cuts, finds her on the cut. Off the glass, no good, but it'll stay here off the Shamrocks.
Gracie, in 2 games, I actually talked to her right before the game. She does a lot of good things out there. She finds openings, what she needs to do, and I told her this before the game. Just because you have the ball don't mean you have to do it in a hurry.
Yeah.
And then she's just a little too fast early.
It's the old John Wooden quote. Be quick, but don't hurry.
Yeah. Yep. And once she gets that down, she's going to be a ton because she finds space. Steal by Seaver. She goes all the way to the basket. It's going to be fouled. Go to the line for 2. She said, I know. I got a talking to when I got home. I don't know what that meant. I see the front row over there. I don't know if that was mom, if that was sister or sister.
I'd say sister.
One of them.
Seaver's first free throw's no good. Again, it's 8-4 West Central, 1:36 left here in the first quarter. I didn't see who just checked in. Is that number 2?
Yes.
That's our trouble. We're gonna take a shot at this. Lamacus? We'll go with that. Lamacus.
Yeah, we're going with what you say.
Okay. Mudd up top. Had Peters, she thought for a second, but her back was turned the whole way. Gregory into the paint. Tied up there. Gonna get a foul on the ground there on Mudd.
Nice job by Gregory to push the ball. She just kind of got caught.
Yeah.
In a bad position.
A spin move right there would have been perfect.
Spin
she got
move
going right.
Yep, nice job. Got it inside. She got her shot blocked, that being Gregory again. But, yeah, you're right. Spin move or just, get yourself on 2 feet.
Yeah.
Where you can do different things, pivot, whatever.
Up top the Wall. Wall with a nice little jab step there. Finds Gregory on the baseline. Reeder, good ball movement here. Lawson gets a wide open look from the wing. No good there. Tie up.
Reeder ties it up, but it's going to go to our Saviors here. Here comes the pressure again, which I've been impressed with our Saviors, kind of the way in which they handle it, just like that. West Central steals it. Lawson, shot up, no good, missed it. It's going to be another jump ball. This time it'll go to West Central. 51 seconds left to go in the first quarter, 8-4 West Central.
West Central went a little cold here. That first 2.5 minutes, they were on fire.
Well, it was a broken record last night, and unfortunately they're going to have to – it's going to be by fire, trial by fire here.
Yeah.
Because they've got one practice together as a team and one game. So they're figuring it out again.
Yeah.
And I believe they play tomorrow night and they play Thursday night, so they're just going to have to figure it on the fly.
It's not easy to go from one sport to the next.
Especially when one sport requires a different shape, I guess.
Yeah, sure. There's a nice job by Gregory getting in that passing lane. Ends up with Lashmet. Wall now to the bucket. She's going to be fouled there by Roan. And you just use your body in such a different way.
Yeah.
First attempt rattles out. 23.2 seconds left here in this first quarter. Second one's no good. Rebound. Wall gets her own board there off the glass. Roan with the inbound. Over the top there to Peters. Looking to throw it over the top again. Jackie just misses it, ends up, and now Fox is going to have a wide open layup. Right as the buzzer's about to sound. 10-6 is going to be the end of the first quarter. The Cougars came out on fire there in the first couple of minutes, and kind of the zone showed them some problems, but we'll be back here second quarter. Back here getting ready for some second quarter action. What's on the docket this week? Any other broadcasts this week?
Well, we'll have a home football game. I think that's the next time we'll be on the air Friday as Greenfield comes to town. So Tune into WC Athletics for that one. And then next week, we've got a full week with being homecoming week here in Winchester. So
Friday night is Tackle Pink night as well, right?
I think you're right. Yep.
Yeah. So if you can't make it out, I think it's going to be nice weather. You can always take a listen to Thad Walker and Ryan Little on the broadcast. Mudd with a runner. No good. Rebound to Lashman. Finds Lawson. Coach Severs telling him to push up ahead to Wall. Her baseline drive. No good. Yep, I'm going to get a travel there on Peters. Cougars to inbound it, wide open Gregory. She gets fouled there by Roan, and she'll shoot a couple. I've in my lifetime around basketball, I've gone back and forth on defense to play on baseline out of bounds. A lot of people switch to zone. And I just feel like there's so many openings that can get created through that sometimes. But then if you go man, the screens tend to happen a little bit more, and you run the risk off of screens and miscommunication.
We always in high school always went zone, and that's the only time you usually saw us go zone when we were coaching. Not to say we wouldn't play it against a team that we needed to.
Sure.
Every once in a while, but it was just a way for us to match up. And
the idea, though, to just not give up an easy bucket right there, that zone's probably your best bet most of the time. Lashmick kicks it out to Lawson. Lawson, left-hand dribble, Severs, over to Wall. Wall will take a look at a three. No good. Rebound to Peters for the Shamrocks. Outlet pass to Mudd. She finds Fox on the wing. Gregory trying to guard that post really hard. Roan with it now. She's double-teamed by Gregory and Lawson. Going to get a foul there.
Pick one of them.
Yeah, pick one. Doesn't matter. That's another thing that young kids at this level have to figure out, boys and girls, is you get that trap and you just have it in your mind like, I got to get the ball, I got to get the ball, I got to get the ball. If they just stay tall right there and stay tall and active with their hands without reaching, she's not going to really be able to do much with that ball where she was trapped at.
The athletes that stand out, and I'm really talking once they start to learn it in high school, the athletes that play in space well, defensively and offensively, are the ones that you really, like I said, stand out on the floor, figure it out. Nice pass by Gregory down low to Wall. She misses the shot. Lashman with the rebound. Kick out to Wall. She thinks about another one. Doesn't go. And we're in the set now. It's kind of a high-low set. It's worked out well since they've gone to it. Nice cutting Wall there. There was two in the area, though. Her shot gets deflected. Gracie Lashman's shot blocked, and Roan comes down with it. OSS doing a nice job. They handled the pressure early, staying in this basketball game. Steal by West Central. Severs comes away with it. Can't get her handle on it. She's going to almost turn it over, but Wall runs it down. 3.5 to go before halftime. 11-6 West Central.
Shamrocks are getting a lot of just deflections on passes, getting hands on balls, which is making it a little difficult. Wall's going to get fouled there on her drive to the basket. She's going to shoot a couple. Nothing but net there from Wall. Jackie checking in for her sister Gracie. And May Reeder checked into the game for Mia Severs. Rebound to Mudd. She's looking to push up the middle of the floor. She's met at half court by Wall. There, right there. Just stay low and don't reach.
Yep, and just as you said it, she reached. Again, just working in space a little better. You don't even have to be that close, you know. You can cause them to do a lot of things just being arm's length away.
Make them use their ball handling skills, change direction, stay in front.
You can still contest a pass, probably even better, you know, being a couple feet away from them instead of being belly to belly to somebody.
When you get really good at that defense in space, you can, and you don't get beat off the dribble, you can start to read when they're going to pick up to make a pass, and you can jump that way then.
Yep.
You can read, all right, they're picking up that dribble, and then you can jump and maybe get a hand in there.
You're really, honestly, at a disadvantage trying to play belly to belly. You know, there's not too many people, if any, that I've known that could play that tight and not get beat at some point. So
the only time that's super effective is when, you know, maybe your athleticism is so
much better,
much better than the person you're guarding. You can get away with it, but if it's anywhere close, I don't know. When I play, and you're the same way, anybody that got up tight on me, I'm like, okay, it's only going to take a little bit for me to be able to get around you.
Yep. 12-6 West Central. That was a timeout by OSS. It was a 30-second timeout. We're at 3 minutes before halftime.
Gregory deflected that, got the steal. She's headed down. Layup blocked there by Fox.
And I think she went out of bounds, then came back in and touched it, and she can't do that.
Inbound to Peters, now to Roan. Mudd with it now, looking to get back to the middle. Here's another one, Jada, don't reach.
Another timeout by OSS. It's going to be a full timeout with 2:49 left to go before halftime. We're going to take this one as well, 12-6 West Central.
After the full timeout from the Shamrocks, it will be Shamrock basketball. Cougars still in the full court press. Over the top to Peters. Peters cross-court pass. Jackie just a little bit late. Mudd with it now. Going to end up with a tie-up jump ball. And go to West Central.
Nice hustle play by Jackie, because if she doesn't get it, there's two other people behind her, not on her team.
Yeah, that's right.
It was going to be a layup.
Over to Reeder. Gregory up top. Gets that jumper to go. That almost looked like she wasn't sure she was going to shoot that.
Yeah. They're doing a nice job working that high-low. They did last night as well. And even better being in the short corner. You know, we talk about stretching the zone, making the zone go a little further than they want to go. And they're stretching that zone in that bottom part, which is allowing that high post to look wide open.
That's up ahead now to Mudd, stolen away by Gregory. She finds Lawson off of her hands. Back to Fox, and another turnover right back to Gregory. She's going to push it up the right side. Good decision there to back it out. Set it up, Sievers. Over to Reeder. Up top to Gregory. Gregory had Jackie if she'd have been able to handle that pass. Lawson, baseline drive. She gets fouled there by Roan.
Yeah, you're right. She just didn't handle it. She knew it. She had her eyes on the pass, too. She was going to make that pass, but just couldn't handle the pass, was bobbling it when Jackie was wide open.
Great ball movement there by West Central. Evans started on the right side, kicked it back out. They reset. Mia went left side, back up top, swung it real quick. That defense is moving and shifting, and Jada had a really easy drive into the paint. Free throw's good. 16-6, 1:43 left here in the first half. Roan guarded closely by Wall. Yeah, going to get a charge there.
And that's going to be her 4th foul. So they're going to have to make a decision. And it looks like they're going to get a sub for her here with 1:37 left to go before half.
The middle of that zone just got smaller. Cougars inbounded under their own basket. Wall open for a split second. They find her, shot no good. Rebound down to Fox. She's going down the right side. Sievers beats her down the floor, meets her there on the block. Awesome finish there by Fox. That was off 2 feet, contested. Great job by Sievers to just defend without fouling, and that was just good offense.
Yep, sometimes you just got to acknowledge it was just better offense.
Wall with it, one dribble. Up and good. Again, the ball movement there is what's creating all of that. One side to the other, reverse the ball, make the defense move. That pass up ahead on the floor, loose ball. Jump ball stay with Shamrocks.
1 minute left to go before halftime, 18-8 West Central.
Fox now with it up top for the Shamrocks. Working against Lawson. Mudd now, back to Fox. Fox, baseline drive. Probably got away with one there. That's Peters. Fox, baseline drive again. Lawson in that passing lane. It gets knocked away. She about had a fast break opportunity. Fox again, 35 seconds left. Mudd ends up with it. They're keeping the ball all on the same side of the floor. It's the opposite of what West Central's been doing in moving the ball. Wall with it, up ahead to Gracie. Gracie, good block and good hustle there by Mudd. Ends up back in Fox's hand, 10 seconds to go. She's all the way down. Ellie Wall, great job of beating her to the spot and forcing her to do something different, not just giving her the base or the sideline.
7 seconds left to go. Let's see it's going to be Wall with the basketball. Nice shot fake. She's going all the way to the basket. Shot missed. Rattles around, and that's how it's going to end for the half. 18-8, West Central on top. We'll take a 10-minute break, and we'll come back for third quarter action.
Hello, basketball fans. Aaron Liddick, Denny Vortman back here for the second half. West Central with a pretty dominant first half there. They're leading at 18-8.
My favorite part of the game, seeing what happens out at halftime.
Yeah.
What kind of adjustments are going to be made, both ends.
You're an adjustment guy, that's for sure. The big question here is going to be this young lady for the Shamrocks, Miss Roan. 4 fouls, turns around and gets a jumper in the lane in traffic there too. Could be a good start. And then immediate turnover there by the Cougars. I think Gracie stepped over the line on the inbound. But Roan has 4 fouls.
Yep, and it's going to be crucial for her to just stay in the game.
Peters with a jumper, nothing but net. Those Shamrocks, look at that adjustment. 18-12. Severs now looking to set up the offense over to the left side to Wall. She drives middle. Runner, no good. Good positioning there by Jackie Lashmit. And I don't know if Jackie knows it or not, but Roan's going to have to play a little softer in there on those rebounds and things in order to stay in. So the more aggressive she gets in the paint, she'll have more success down there. Fox to Roan. Roan looking to drive, going to get a foul there on Lashmit. Again, just a space thing.
Yep.
Too close.
If Jackie watches this later, and she'll probably be forced to, she just needs to play better in space.
Yep.
Back off a little bit.
Into Fox in the corner. Looking for Peters up top, stolen away by Severs. Severs now crossover down the right side.
Got both Lashmans wide open. There's Gracie. Again, can't compliment her enough. She finds open area all the time. She just slow herself down just a little bit. She's going to make a big impact.
Like on that play right there, as Mia was coming down the right side, we had four girls on this side, and Jada was obviously open in the middle. But Gracie had great wide open positioning on the block. If Jackie would have just not gone over to where the ball was going to be, if she'd have just stayed away, Mia would have had a bounce pass for a layup right there.
All things that they'll figure out. We kind of beat a dead horse. Brent and I did yesterday. Again, they're going to, by the end of this week, they're going to have more games than practices together.
Yeah.
So, and that says a lot. You're just you played together for a long time, but you also, still have to have that feel for each other again and find it.
Severs with the steal there. Going to get fouled by Mudd right after. I don't know if she's in any foul trouble or not either. Yep, she's got 3 fouls as well. And a travel on Lawson in the corner. (21-12), 4:40 to go. Over the top. That's just too long of a pass. Jackie Lashmit read it well with the steal. Almost a double dribble. She's going to keep it, get into the paint, rolls off, gets her own board, though. She's really, really good around the rim. She finishes very nicely, hits the backboard in all the right spots. And
I don't mind her getting that steal all the way down on this end and going coast to coast. She has that in her game, I think. Yeah. Some people you might want to say give it up. Not her.
Foul there on Gregory. Looks like the Shamrocks are looking to maybe do a little bit of some defensive substitutions whenever they get a chance for Roan. Try to keep her out of foul trouble. Lashmit, good spot on the post, back to it, no good. Battled for the rebound, ends up in Mudd's hand. She double dribbled twice. Lashmit knocks that away and out of bounds.
Yeah, she did. It unfortunate. The crew just kind of was blocked by the whole play, I think.
Yeah,
you
couldn't see it. A lot of people around her. Mudd to inbound, Roan with it. Back to Mudd. She finds Peters. Peters with a jumper, no good. Rebound to Gregory. Look for an outlet there. She's going to push it down the right side. Up top to Sievers. They're going to set it up. Over to Wall. Wall drives middle. Mudd playing really, really hard. Gets that steal. Sievers meets her there at the volleyball line. Steals it back and lost a shoe. Planted the foot and just the sock just slid right out. Your shoe should not come off that easy, Mia. You need
or
to
go back on that easy. That's the same
thing.
Same thing I tell my son. He puts them on like slippers. I'm like, what?
That's not good. Fox with it up top. Guarded very aggressively by Sievers. Doing well with space there, though. Mudd. Peters, jumper, long. Rebound on the weak side to Gregory. She dribbles up the left side. She's got a lane, crossover in the middle, finds Lawson. Great job there by Gregory. Under control there, didn't try and push it too hard. Crossed over to her comfortable hand in order to be able to get that. Now she comes back with a steal all the way in. That layup's good.
You're seeing glimpses of what this group can do with a little more time.
Reeder with the steal. Back to her. Her jumper rattles out. Lawson with the board. She's blocked. Gets her own rebound. Looks like it was knocked out of bounds.
Still 2.5 to go here in the third quarter. West Central is jumping up 27-12.
Let's see if they get this right down the middle. Lob right there. It is. But Jackie missed it. We talked too good about her finishing around the rim.
You jinxed her.
Gregory will clean it up, though.
She was too open. She had too good of a move.
Middle to Mudd. Mudd over the top there to Peters. Stolen away by Reeder. She's going to head down the right side. Head up, looking for a teammate. Gets pushed out there to the side. Sievers, wide open three-pointer. Looks good out of her hand. No good. Gets her own rebound, though. Ooh, and saves it from being on the line.
I don't know that she would have been called for over and back since the ball was tipped.
Yep, good point. Use the screen, Jada. You're going the wrong way. There we go. Reeder, wide open look at it. Looks good. Rattles it in. Jada did a good job there. We talked about earlier in terms of catching it and then not going right away. Right? She kind of looked, let May get where she needed to go.
It's definitely a different tempo. We talked about it a lot in the first half there, but just a different tempo when you go up against the zone. And, ladies, you better get used to it. You're so athletic, you're probably going to see a lot of teams play zone to stay in basketball games.
And not are they just athletic, but really, except for Mia, really good-sized girls. They're not short. I mean, they're lengthy. Wall banks in a 2 there. So, and that's a problem. You know, they're athletic and they've got length. That ball tipped. Oh, nope, not tipped. They is going to get over and back. .55 seconds left here in the third quarter.
I think what OSS is trying to argue is that ball was tipped, and what the official is saying is, you're right, it was tipped, but it was by your girl.
Yep.
So no possession change.
Wall drives middle, kick out to Lawson. Back out to Wall. Wall, good look at it there, no good. Gregory chases down the rebound in the corner. Finds Jackie Lashmit. She pivots in the paint. And nice finish there by Jackie.
Really being aggressive here in the third quarter.
Yep. Aggressive with right pace. A little more controlled chaos from all of them. Want to trap that right there. Now don't reach. Ooh, she got to travel. But that was going to be if she wouldn't have traveled, I would have bet what I have in my wallet, which is not much. There would have been a reach foul coming in there pretty quick.
Yeah, it probably could have gone that way.
Yeah.
13 seconds left in the third quarter. West Central's really jumped on OSS here. It was a 10-point game at the half, and they really extended it.
Well, the Shamrocks came out and scored 2 quick buckets to get it to 12, and then they haven't scored since. Wall. Oh, you got to shoot it.
Yeah, you're right. It was, a 6-point game there a couple minutes into the third quarter. So now it's a 24-point game. 36-12, West Central. Heading into the fourth quarter, we'll be back.
Basketball fans, we're back. 1 quarter to go here tonight. Again, it's just a 8th grade game. 36-12, West Central.
West Central has Wall, Lawson, Lashment, Reeder, and Gregory. Jackie Lashment.
That three-pointer's off the glass, no good. Lawson chases it down.
Nice hustle play.
Yeah, good work. Wall up top, over to Lawson. Lawson comes off the screen.
It's kind of thrown in between two people. I think Reeder didn't sit when she probably should have. You know, she just kept running the baseline. If she would have just sat in that short corner, she was wide open. But also, Jackie Lashman was kind of in the mix as well.
Going to get a foul there on Lawson. Mudd to inbound for the Shamrocks. Peters almost stolen away by Lawson there. Over the top, Peters, that jumper. She's quick on the trigger. She doesn't take any time. Shots have looked good. Rebound to Gregory up ahead the wall. Layup's good.
Nice shot by Evan Gregory. Just leading her in the pass. A little fly drill there.
Yeah. Tipped away at the top. Peters looking in. Reeder tips it away. Back to Wall. Ends up in Lawson's hands, and her layup's no good. Rebound. Jackie, 2 attempts at it. Mudd comes away with the rebound. To Roan at the volleyball line. Peters back up top. Ball tip there. Roan ends up with it. Looking for Peters on the side. 1 dribble pull up from Peters off the glass and good.
West Central calls a timeout with 4:21 left to go in the game. 38-14. We're going to stay here. We're going to.
Yeah, it's only 30 seconds. Yeah, so homecoming next week, right?
Homecoming next week.
What kind of stuff you got lined up for the kids?
I don't know. I really don't know. I'll just be there to supervise whatever I don't know is coming.
Okay.
In seriousness, Mrs. Miller and Mrs. Barnett, the student council reps, take care of that. I know we've got our traditional powder puff games and our bonfires and our parades and things like that. It takes a lot of people, and the kids do a nice job too, putting all that stuff together. So we'll be busy. Of course, again, I think the Dig Pink game will be on that Thursday.
Yep. So back-to-back weeks of pink activities.
That's right. Tackle Pink is this Friday.
All right, so in the game for the Cougars here, we've got that's Kenzie Rose there over to Gregory, but we also have J.J. Weber in the game, Gracie Lashman, and May Reeder. Three-pointer there from Peters, no good. I think the brightest shoes of the night go to Miss Rose.
I knew you were coming with shoes at some point.
With the Giannis is there. I like to add some color. It looks good out there.
Weber with a nice running jump shot makes it 42-14. Coming up on 3.5 to play. That's what's really scary about this 8th grade group. You can bring in some 7th graders here, and you don't fall off at all. And I think Rose may be even a 6th grader. I don't know. I forgot to even ask. I think she may be a 6th grader.
Oh, okay.
I may be wrong on that. I'm going to have to look.
She's a good-sized girl for a 6th grader.
Where's Brent when you need him?
.3:14 to go. Up top there, that's Lamakis. Shot's no good. Another rebound for Gregory. Over to Rose. She crosses the center line. Wide open at the top. She'll pull up for a three, just a bit short. Peters now. Blocked there by Reeder. Gregory again pushing it up the right side. Into Reeder in the corner. Back up top to Rose. Looking at three again. Short rebound to Gregory. Reeder drives middle. Good find there for Gracie Lashman, but just off her hand.
Confirmation. Rose is a 7th grader. Our YouTube fans coming through.
This is Mudd across the timeline for the Shamrocks to Peters. That's number 1. That's Long there for the Shamrocks. I think that's her first appearance in the game. Up top, stolen away by Sievers. She's going to head down the left side. Going to get fouled there by Peters and going to get a couple of free throws. .204 left.
Sievers misses the first one. She'll have another one. She better make it because I think she's coming out. Or miss it if she wants more playing time, I
guess so. Let's get some check-ins here. So we got number 14 for West Central. That's Isabella Lovekamp. Number 15, Caroline Smith. 21 is Bryn Evans. And then who's checking in over there?
Looks like Millie Maynard's coming in for Sievers. Sievers' last one is made, makes it 43-14, coming up on 2 minutes left to play.
Peters, three-pointer, short. It's going to go out of bounds. West Central basketball. I also like Millie's KDs, some bright yellow, some blue in there.
Evans can't handle the pass. It's a turnover, West Central. Down the floor, OSS. 1:30 left to play. Almost stolen by Weber. Again, you go back to OSS scored the first 4 points of the half, of the third quarter. It was within 6 at that point. And West Central just gone on a run.
Weber, long rebound, takes it all the way for the layup. And that's going to be who just checked in?
Number 20.
Number 20. That's Hallie Pearsall?
Yep.
Right at a minute to go. Weber with the steal up top. Left hand dribble down the middle. Gets to her right hand. Off the glass and good.
She's had 6 points, I think, since coming into the game.
Long up top to Peters. Back over to Long. Stolen away by Millie Maynard. On the correct side for her. Left-handed layup there. Caroline Smith back in, and Weber has the seat. .30 seconds to go, 49-14. West Central pretty dominant second half here.
No question they're going to be a tough team for anybody to match up with.
For sure. Mudd with a one-footed runner there from deep. That was a nice shot. Millie's just going to get it across the center line and dribble out the clock, and that will do it. And we'll get a West Central victory. So West Central 8th graders at least start off 2-0, and they have they're just getting started. 2 more games this week, and no more broadcast for them maybe for a little bit. It sounds like they're not home again for a while maybe. But again, we'll have the football game on Friday night. It's Tackle Pink. If you're not doing anything on Thursday night, our West Central High School girls volleyball team, they head to Route for a big game tomorrow night. And then also our high school golf team is in regionals tomorrow. I'm not sure. Do you know where that's at? Hamilton?
Hamilton.
Hamilton.
Yeah.
That's in Hamilton.
Both the girls were today, right? Yeah.
Jason got 12th. Okay, excellent. Thank you, Amanda, for the wonderful news. Facebook, she says. So good luck to all the rest of our teams this week, and thanks for joining. We'll talk to you soon.